How's it going, everybody? Ed Ricker here, outside alone, late at night in this empty parking lot to do one thing, and that is to review the new Segway Ninebot S. And yes, I just called it over with my phone using the Segway app. The reason why I'm doing it at night is because of all these cool lights. We're gonna do some light action and tear around this park late at night and see if maybe the headlight that's in front is enough for us to get around. We'll see. But I'm just really excited to try this out. Segway said, hey, you want to try a Segway? I said, yeah. Now, setup was really easy. Really, all you had to do was add this knee support. By moving your knees left and right, you can control the direction that it turns just by applying some pressure with your legs. And then rocking back and forth with your feet on the pads will make you go forward or backward or control speed. Setup with my phone was also very easy using their Bluetooth app because you can control the color of the lights, and you can also control what they do. You know, that's like an alarm mode, but you can also do what they call dynamic breathing. Now, reading up on this, it has a 13.7 mile range at 10 miles per hour. And it also has 10.5-inch air-filled tires. Finally, on the Segway website, it's $489 new. The Ninebot S is 28 pounds, and the operator weight limit is 220 pounds. I'm almost 220, I'm like 215-ish. So we'll just see how well this keeps up. I doubt I'm gonna get all 13.7 miles out of this. They also say on their website that hours of practice are not required. So we'll see just how hard it is for me to get going out here. Now, one of the stipulations for reviewing the Ninebot S is I've got to wear a helmet. That's just part of the deal. It's also a good idea when you're first learning this thing. I mean, I have seen so many videos of people like wiping out on YouTube and stuff. So just for support, what I'm gonna do is use this pillar, hope you can still see me, just to get on the thing. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of pressure on the knee support here to the left or right will make you turn appropriately. So I'm turning right there by kind of touching my left knee, and now I'm going to turn right by touching my right knee. I'm also slightly bow-legged, I think, so this might make it more difficult to connect my shins, like my inner shin, to the support. And then leaning back just a little bit makes you go back. Leaning forward makes you go forward. I'm going to tilt up my camera because I think I'm cutting my head off. So you can see right there, there's a little bit of a headlight, but it's not terribly bright. And then on the back, I got my breathing, pulsating, colored light. The parking lot is slightly tilted, as you can kind of see, but it's working out. The headlight is helping. I'm able to see little stones and stuff, although the 10.5-inch tires probably mean that it's not that big of a deal to go over some small stuff like that. This is feeling really intuitive, by the way. Your tendency to lean forward when you're picking up speed will cause you to pick up more speed. So a couple times I've kind of leaned into the acceleration just because that felt normal, but then I realized I was picking up more speed than I intended to pick up. I also see that because this isn't terribly wide, it's only like maybe 1.5 feet wide, not even 2 feet wide. I have the feeling that if I turn really suddenly, I could fall over. There, you know, just like the center of gravity is very, very narrow up and down. So now I'm gonna get going a little fast here. Whoa, we actually got some speed going here. So as I'm going along here, I can see that if I turn, I'm probably putting 80% of my weight on my left foot when I'm turning right. And that's just to get a good connection on that knee brace. And then if I take a right turn, I'm really putting a lot of weight on my right foot. And that's also helping with the G-force so I don't tip over. So I'm noticing that it's a bit of a workout on the hips. My feet are already kind of feeling fatigued because the way I'm standing and the way I'm controlling this is very different from what my legs and my feet normally do. I guess I'm also kind of tense, which I wouldn't be if I was a little more accustomed to riding this thing. So this thing is freaking awesome. I'm gonna take it out tomorrow and do some daytime stuff. So one thing that I'm really noticing here is I have used this for like 3 or 4 days in a row, and my legs are actually sore. Like my calves are really tight, and makes me feel like maybe this is a bit of a workout. Seeing people on Segways doesn't mean they're lazy. They might actually be getting a killer calf workout. So also it's nice that this thing kind of has a speed governor, especially going downhill. It'll keep you from going too fast, and it'll beep if you're pushing it too hard. So if you're climbing a hill, you'll actually hear it beeping when you're taxing the battery too hard. Now, as I've gotten more comfortable with using this, I've noticed that I'm really wanting to push it a lot more than maybe I should. And so it's beeping at me because it's kind of throttling my speed based off of how much it's working. So I'm trying to be nice to it, but like right now it's beeping because I'm going downhill, and I feel like I want to go faster. I really go slow over some of these bumps, and I went over some train tracks earlier. I didn't even try. I lifted it up and carried it over the train tracks. I said, no. Let's see, stopping power. Okay, it definitely doesn't really like that. I can feel a little bit of grinding with the gear, or like grinding with the brake. Yeah, so one of the things I think in the manual, it says don't make a habit of braking fast, because I don't think it's good for it. But the good thing here is, if you need to, you can definitely brake.
Yeah, it'll fit. It'll fit.
Oh my God. Okay. I didn't know what he was gonna do. Okay. So that's one of those things, if it gets caught, it starts getting confused.
Did it fit?
It may have if I leveled it out more. It's just narrow enough that I can get through some tight spots, but I wouldn't mind it being just a hair wider, because my feet are kind of closer than my shoulder width, which is a little closer than I normally stand anyway. So I do feel a little off balance in that regard. If the knee brace can go up, that'd be great too. I don't know. I'm not sure if this can actually telescope up or not. I would also say that because I'm wearing a helmet, I feel like I'm a little more confident to do things. If I was not wearing a helmet, I might be taking this much slower because I like my brain. Thank you to Segway for sending this to me. It was the last thing I expected was to review a Segway on this channel. But when you are asked if you want a Segway, you always say yes. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Check the link in the video description for this product to learn more about it. And I guess until next time, happy rolling around. Woo, yeah, buddy.